Let's rock and roll. Let's get out of here. Let's go home. Good evening, campers. It's your host, Gaming Camper Dad. I'm back with another live stream on the way home from work. Hopefully, you all have had a not too hard of a week, and we're wrapping it up for my late night cat. So hopefully, you are all chilling like villains, ready to start your weekend off. I'm on the way home. And it's going to take me about 2.5 hours and change. So I'm going to be up till 4:30 in the morning. Now, hopefully, you guys will keep me company. We'll find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Oh, God. Lord have mercy. What is going on today in the world? Well, I want to start a poll. Question is, what do I want to poll people on? Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. I can't start a poll? That's fucking lame. All right, well, we're on the drive. See how it goes. And you're gonna let me down, let me just me down. Oh, I gotta copy the link. There we go. There we go. Hey. Let's see who hops on here first to chat it up with me for the next 2 hours. So I got a good battery charge. I got my microphone on. It's raining out here, so we're gonna be a little bit more careful than we usually are. I'm gonna make sure I turn the high beams off. We're gonna make our way home. Hey, one person that's hopped on. How you all doing? I'm making my drive home. The next 2 hours of talking about whatever you guys feel like, whatever you want to talk about. Let's start the conversation as I make this long, boring drive back to the house. Please talk with me. If you're negative chat, then I'm just going to talk to myself. What do I want to talk about? Oh, yes, the new Predator movie. So I plan on trying to watch that this weekend. And I'm not overly excited about it. I've heard mixed reviews so far. I'm curious to see what it's going to be like. So we'll see, but I don't have any high expectations for it. I love the emojis. I want to make sure I say it. Porquan Saeed. If I said that right, give me a thumbs up. If I said it wrong, give me a thumbs down. But thanks for the chat. So I'm not overly excited about Predators Badlands. I'm going to keep my expectations pretty low. I've heard it's a mixed bag, so we'll see how it goes. Hey, what's up, guys? Oh, I love the hearts. Oh, my God, the celebrations. Y'all the best. Love it. Thanks for hopping in with me. I got 2 hours to drive home, and I could use the chat to keep me up. So I want to chat with whatever guys you want to talk about. How you doing? Oh, got a curry. And then I got Queen Tea. Thanks for hopping in. Yep, I'm serious, 100%. It's a 2+ hour drive home. So I try to take this time to just chat it up on YouTube for the drive home and whatever everybody wants to talk about. Usually I would be playing games at this time in the camper, but I'm not staying in the camper for the winter. So this is going to be my drive home. Yep. My company promoted me, but they promoted me to a site that's 2 hours away. So I live 5 days a week in a camper, and then I drive home on the weekends. But now I'm doing a daily commute every day of 2 hours up and 2 hours back for the winter. So it's a fun time. 0 5 million. I'm from the good old United States on the East Coast, up near the Pennsylvania area. Oh God, it's raining its ass off. I gotta drive in this shit. People don't know how to drive. I will tell you right now, with it comes to people in Pennsylvania and driving, I don't know what it is, but apparently turn lanes don't fucking exist. So people will be in like the right hand lane, and then there's the side lane where you would like, most normal people would kind of merge off the main road and then make their turn. Now, Pennsylvania drivers will literally go like this and jerk their wheel over. Thanks for the likes. From India, I got a few people from India that get on here and chat me up, man. Uh, so it's a hell of a drive, but I do what I gotta do for the family. Now it's time to just chill and chillax and talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. I'm going to probably talk about upcoming movies and games and why I'm not really impressed with a lot of things that come out nowadays. It's kind of sad, if I have to be honest. And like I was saying, I don't think I'm keeping my expectations for Predator Badlands low. Ever since Disney bought Fox Studios, Fox Movies or whatever it is, I think they're just going to do what they've done for every other IP they have, and that's to utterly destroy it. So they did it to my favorite stuff, which is Aliens. I was not impressed with Alien Earth, and I'm going to be honest. Predator Badlands looks pretty shoddy. Now I will say the show on Hulu, uh, was it Predators Killer of Killers or whatever it is? That looks good. I have to take time to watch that. But I don't think Predator Badlands is going to be any good. If I have to be 100% honest. I've heard very mixed reviews, and it kind of just makes me sad for some amazing IPs that eventually Disney just buys and just like beat its dead corpse until it can't get any more money out of it. It's just sad. It's very, very sad. It's the worst. It's very, very sad. Nobody, nobody takes an intellectual property like Disney and just brutally, brutally assaults it until it doesn't produce anything. I mean, if I had it, it would be the greatest. Believe me, nobody could make Alien and Predator as good as I. Trust me, I think I would make it better. I just God, Disney is slowly taking over everything that I enjoy and love, and is just shitting on it. Let's try what type of game character? We're not doing that. We're going with a question. Do 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 do. Copy the link. Go. Nobody wants to talk to me and make jokes away. All right, let me try another Q&A. Oh, first video game you ever played. Now, let's start that one. Let's start. So, do 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 do. Ba da 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 ba da ba ba da ba ba da ba 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 da ba ba da boo ba ba da ba. Hey, what's up, one person that's viewing right now? Aww, you made me sad. Hey, what's up, FNAF guy? How you doing? Cheers to you. Thanks for sitting here and chatting it up with me. Let me guess. You're a big Five Nights at Freddy fan. Me too. You excited about the Five Nights at Freddy 2 movie? I'm very curious to see how it turns out. For sure. Actually, I gotta play Five Nights at Freddy 2. I've got to beat that one now. Nice. Nice. Oh, man. Well, what was your first video game you ever played? Shabada? Shabada? I can tell you the first video game I ever played, I'm just going to show my age, right, was this, God, I guess it was a flight simulator game, but it was on a fucking floppy disk. And when I say a floppy disk, I don't mean like the smaller ones if you're thinking about it. I'm talking about that large fucking thing, like that looked like a fucking like a record player, like the size of a record player. If you know, you know. Like if you're around that age that I am, you would understand. That was the first game I ever played. It was a flying simulator that was on this shitty computer we had. You stick this giant disc in, and basically you just kind of shut down shit, and that was it. Nice. Five Nights at Freddy's your first game ever played? Hey, it's not a bad game to get started in video games. I'm going to say that much. Now, what really turned me on into video games, I'd have to say it was Legend of Zelda on Super Nintendo. That was the first game I ever really like made me want to play games all the fucking time. And then PC, it was Ages of Empire 2. And then what really set me into like I gotta play games all the time. Like at one point in my life, I must find a way to make playing video games the fun part of my life. Was Diablo 2. Oh God, dude! Don't get me started on Foxy and Five Nights at Freddy 1. Jesus Christ, what the fuck is that? Holy shit! The road has got shit all over. I'm pretty sure you probably maybe have seen my live streams of me doing Five Nights at Freddy, but if not, go back and watch it. Me trying to get through the first game of Five Nights at Freddy and just struggling to play that game. It's pretty bad. I've got to edit. I've got part 3 up on my channel. I've got to put part 4 and part 5, and then I'll have that all set and done. Damn. God almighty, man. What a freaking long drive home. Yeah, I'm freaking tired. Oh my God. I'm trying to think. What other games really kind of like set me on the road? I just wanted to play video games as much as possible. So, you're from Canada? My guy. From the States, man. Oh, God. I'm going back. Actually, I'm coming up to visit Canada, I think, in March or April. So, me and the family are going up there to go to Toronto to one, go and visit, and then we got my wife's uncle is going to be there. We're going to visit him in Canada. So, I'm looking forward to it. What part of Canada are you from? Wow. Oh, damn. This traffic and this rain is going to suck. Hey, Martin, what's up? Manitoba. I'm going to be very honest with you. I'm not very, God, what is the word for it? Very knowledgeable in Canadian areas. How you doing, bro? Martin, how's your night going? Or your morning, I guess. It's morning time. Question, what's the first video game you ever played? Do you like Juan Domingo Perón? Well, I don't have an opinion on it because I don't particularly know what it is, and I would love to kind of look it up to figure out what that is. But I want to say I know. Act like one of those dumbasses. Be like, yeah, I know exactly what that is. Honest to God, yeah, you're gonna have to fill me in. Is it a person? Is it an athlete? Is it like a drink? I feel like it's a drink, but I don't know. Perrion. It makes me think of a tequila. This drive's gonna suck. We got an hour and 45 minutes left for this drive. Well, you gotta fill me in, Martin. What is that? You gotta tell me what it is. Martin, what's the first video game you ever played? What got you? What was the video game you first played that made you go, oh, I could go with this? Ooh. Do-do-do-do. By the way, how's my microphone sound? I bought this microphone for $5 at Five Below. So I'm testing it out. Eventually, I'll probably buy a better microphone while I do this. But I want to know how the microphone sounds. Probably sounds like ass, but I don't know. For $5, you know what I mean? You're breaking up horribly. Ugh, Jesus. How about now? Do I sound better now? Is this better? Do I sound good? fucking funny mic. Oh god, it's the mic. It's terrible. I'm gonna have to splurge for a good mic, I think. I can't cheap out on this. That's what I get. It's just so freaking hard though for me to find a mic for my old iPhone. I swear to God. Sounds like a VHS. Oh God. Well, I got one other choice, and that would be my Meta glasses. So maybe I got to go with that. So give me a second. I'm gonna switch microphones then.
There we go. Driving 70 miles an hour, looking for my Meta glasses. Probably not the smartest decision in the world. Oh, there it is. Perfect. All right, here we go. Ah! This should connect in just a second. Although I'm probably going to look like a giant douche with my Meta glasses on. Alright. 14%. What the hell? Why is that 14 fucking percent? Alright. Let me know. Does this sound better? Or should I just go no mic at all? I guess this isn't going to work. Battery's dying too quickly for that. But we're going to turn that off. Alright. There we go. Put that on charge. Put that down. On the drive we go. So, for anybody that's new here, the first video game you ever played. Go! Say it in the chat. Don't be shy. Camper Dad's not going to be mad or disappointed at you if it's a lame game. God, there's so many games I got to try here soon. I want to do that Hello Neighbor mod with Fredbear. That looks so fucking fun. I'm going to try to stream that this weekend. So, my new streaming schedule, by the way, if you are a subscriber, my new streaming schedule is going to be Tuesdays and Thursdays from like 9:30 to 12, and then it's going to be one day on the weekend. Most likely it's going to be Saturday evening, probably like 6 to 9. So I'm looking forward to getting back into the game streaming. My game I'm going to be playing, at least what I'm going to be doing a playthrough, is I'm going to actually do my playthrough of Dark Souls Remastered. So I started that during Hollow Stream during the month of October, but I really didn't stay consistent with it. But now with Hollow Stream's over and I'm not focusing all on Halloween games, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Watch video on that mod. I'll take some time to watch it. I've been seeing clips of it on my Instagram, so I really want to see how it plays out. else I gotta try? I know there's the as of late, there's been a lot of people playing Ark Raiders. That looks pretty interesting. Fredbear flies sometimes. Jesus, that's fucking nightmare fuel. I mean, I played the was it those nights at Fredbear's? The demo version is a fucking blast. The newer version's okay. I like the demo version a little better because when Fredbear, if you don't close that curtain, he comes flying out of that thing. Oh my god, the sound that fucker makes as he's sprinting at you is nightmare fuel because it's terrifying. One sec, he's across the map, and then you're dead. Oh god, dude. I really want to try to get that downloaded this weekend and play it. So I'm hoping it's going to be great. Looking forward to it, to be honest with you. Oh, dude, what the fuck? I am beat tired today. Hello, Mr. Beamer. I see you driving very fast in the red. Perhaps not the best idea to be pushing 80 miles an hour. But each his own. Each his own. Alright. I'm gonna take this and delete that, and then I might have another question. Get people in here just to chat on the way. Oh my god. And I'm definitely gonna avoid you because you are missing half your fucking bumper. Jesus, dude. What? Did you get in a fight with a bear or something with your car? God damn. The whole back of your bumper is gone. How do you pass inspection like that? Christ. There we go. Yes. Yes, queen. I just don't know. I gotta play, let's see, Five Nights at Freddy 2, then 3, then 4, and then I've got all the other, like, I got other games where it's like the fan-made games, like those Nights at Fredbear's, the Lost Attraction, all that stuff. So I kind of want to get back to playing all those. I think I'm gonna try to do that on the weekend streams at night to play the scary game. Oh, we'll see. Damn, my stomach's still fucked from whatever I had that made my stomach sit upset. It's probably the garlic knots they bought. I had one of them. It wasn't. So when I think of garlic knots, I think of like a ball about the size of a golf ball, right? Ball of bread that's the size of a golf ball. That to me is a garlic knot. This place that they got their pizza from today, and this garlic knot, they were not garlic knots. They were like garlic loaves of fucking bread. They were like the size of 2 Popeyes biscuits put together. That was a garlic naan that they had. And don't get me wrong, they were pretty soft and very nice to eat, but they were so oily and greasy. Excuse me. It's fucked up my stomach right now. God. Oh, I see a second person here. You want to chat with me? Tell me. Tell me what game are you looking forward to this coming year? And tell me why it's Grand Theft Auto 6 and why you're disappointed with Rockstar's constantly delaying that game. By the way, FNAF guy, are you excited about the Five Nights at Freddy movie too? Oh shit, what are you doing, dude? Christ. I'm curious. Ooh, accident. My son actually really enjoyed the first movie, so I'm gonna go take him to see the second movie, which I think comes out next weekend. Is it next weekend it comes out? I think it's next weekend. I thought the first one wasn't bad, right? That's just one thing with like video game adaptation movies. It is like, it's either like a swing and a hit, or it's a swing and a miss. And more often than not, it's a swing and a miss. I have to be very honest about it. Alright, dude, don't ride my ass. Alright? And then slow the fuck down. Dickhead. Yeah, it's coming out soon. I think it's coming out in like a week or two. Just I think. Edgar, what's up, man? You could have had a much better funny crack in that. Lord, I'm about to bust. Edgar, how you doing, man? Welcome to the chat. We're chatting about movies. We're talking about Five Nights at Freddy, the movie number 2 coming out here soon. Are we excited? Obviously, Five Nights at Freddy guy is very excited about it. Don't blame him. Cheese, sir. We're talking about games, movies, and other things. You played the game, man. I played that game on stream. The first time I ever played that game, I played it on stream, and I screamed like a child. Like an overgrown fat man child, I screamed. Yeah, I'm excited to see I'm excited to see how the second movie plays out. I think it's going to be good. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised to see a lot more video game adaptation movies and shows, because like those IPs are like, a lot of those are very like untouched in the sense of like live action film entertainment. My top 3 games, let's see. I'm gonna go with Halo 3. I'm gonna go with Elder Scrolls 4 Morrowind. Oh no, sorry, Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Sorry, Oblivion. And then I'm gonna go with Diablo 2. Well, obviously, Five Nights at Freddy guy. It's gonna be Five Nights at Freddy 1, 2, and 3. Top 3 games. I'm gonna go with Halo 3. I'm gonna go with Diablo 2, and I'm gonna go with the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Of course, you know, I'll probably think of another game and be like, oh shit, I gotta drop one. What about you, Edgar? What's your top 3 games? What you got? Anybody else is here? What's your top 3 games? Edgar asked the question, so we're answering. Do you see Sparky in the Five Nights at Freddy movie? You mean, oh God, what? I'm literally drawing a blank with Sparky. Are you talking about the cupcake? Or I think he's in it, isn't he? Final Fantasy VII, all God of Wars, nice, and Ratchet and Clank, solid. Oh, the dog. Oh, the dog. I don't know. Those are solid games there, sir. Solid games. Final Fantasy VII, obviously a classic. Definitely always worth the play back. Can never go wrong with that. I see another viewer hop in here. Question to the new viewer. What's your top 3 games? Go. Shoot them up in the chat. Five Nights at Freddy guy is obviously 1, 2, and 3 Five Nights at Freddy. Edgar's got Final Fantasy VII, all the God of Wars, Ratchet and Clank. And I've got Halo 3, Diablo 2, and Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Persona 5, oh, that's a good game too. Oh God, I'm trying to think of what, like, really I had an addiction to for a long time. I'm not including League of Legends. League of Legends to me, like, it is the toxic ex-girlfriend of video games for me. It's that, like, one thing I can't quit. Like, I'll be off of it for a while and be like, all right, I can't deal with the bullshit anymore. And then I'll come back to it and be like, oh my God, it's so fun. Trying to think. Ooh, I can tell you one game I really enjoyed when I was younger, and I have the PC versions now. Is Fable 1, 2, and 3. Those games, God, I loved those games when I was younger. I was hooked on those for a while. Dude, I could not get past playing the Fable games. I tell you one game I will, no matter what happens, no matter how old I get, right? I will always find a way to play the Legend of Zelda game on Super Nintendo. If I've got to go and download it on an emulator and play it, I will always go and play that game. I grew up playing that game. I loved that game. And it was so fun. And it took so long to play that game because, you know, when you got into the first world, you had the 3 main castles, right? And then you went into the actual, like, city capital castle and fought Ganon, or at least the wizard. And then when you went into the dark world, you had 8 castles, and you had to get all the crystals, and then go fight Ganon. Dude, that game was amazing. So much fun. Oh, Tomb Raider? Dude. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, dude. When handheld game, it was Pokemon Yellow. My go-to when I was young. Batman games, yeah. The Arkham Knight series, dude, fucking phenomenal. You cannot beat those. Like, it's honestly some of the best gameplay. You can't go wrong with it. I'll tell you one game I haven't played and I want to play here soon, and I'll probably live stream it, is going to be Dead Space. I'm a big science fiction guy, right? I love Alien, I love Predator, I love Firefly, Star Wars. When I was a kid, I was sitting there like, dude, I can't wait to grow up, because then we're going to be exploring space, and I want to be a space captain and go explore the stars. All I got was fucking hoverboards and fucking TikTok. It's bullshit, dude. I'm so disappointed. Ooh, that makes me think about Mass Effect games, dude. God, those were great games too. Not Mass Effect Andromeda. I'm talking about Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. But yeah, I gotta play Dead Space on live stream, because that's gonna be fun. Never played Dead Space, so I'm really excited to try to do that on live. Super Plastic Toy. What's one game you guys want to try but haven't tried yet? Ooh, okay. Solid choice. Solid choice right there. So I'm supposed to, like, this year, my wife and I decided to get a PlayStation 5, because I have an Xbox Series, is it X or S? I don't know, the newest one that we have. We have a Wii, or not Wii. God, I can't believe I said Wii. That's how old I am, dude. I'm thinking of, like, we have a Nintendo Switch. We haven't gotten the Switch 2 yet. We were supposed to get a PlayStation 5 this year for my son's birthday. The digital version. And part of me is like, you know, my wife's like, all right, well, are you going to play it? I'm like, yeah, of course. I want to play the God of War games, right? I've watched all the shit for God of War, and it's fucking, oh, it looks so fun. Oof. See, to me, God of War, like, the character of Kratos, right, is such a great character, and the fact that when they made the new games of God of War, right, it was really cool for them to go in and do, like, Norse mythology, right? That was a great way to kind of transition from Greek mythology to Norse mythology, so it kind of opens the world of Kratos. I would love to see, honestly, God, I would love to see a God of War, but like bump him up into the future of like the newer gods of like technology, right? So if you've ever watched, what is that show? American Gods, right? I would love to see that kind of like style with Gods of War, but Kratos is like in the future with his son, and he's got to fight the new gods of the world, which is like the internet, technology, and all that shit. That would be fucking wild. Oh, dude. Metal Gear Solid, fucking great game. Classic. And the fucking meme of him walking in that fucking box will never get fucking old. Never. You know what was a good game? Splinter Cell, dude. That game was also fucking great. And the dialogue in that game, oh, really? Yeah, dude. Tony Hawk did get me a little bit more into rock. I mean, I've always been kind of a rock guy, but Tony Hawk was the game that kind of opened up more of the punk rock in me. Then you gotta, so you gotta remember like Rock Band and Guitar Hero then, because those games were fun, especially if you got your buddies together, and if you got like a little drunk and you started doing Rock Band, and it's fucking wild. God, dude, so many great games when I was young. Oh, The Outer Worlds? That's a game I want to play, too. What's the, what's that one game? No Man's Sky? Or No Man's Sky. Like, when that was announced and that had that whole development hell deal, like, and then they went back and actually fixed all their shit. Like, dude, I really kind of want to go play that. Rage Against the Machine, classic band, dude. Classic band. Rage Against the Machine was great. Green Day. Who else? God, think about it. Dude, I got to get to knock a thing off my bucket list 2 years ago. So I went to Vegas with my wife. And while we were going to Vegas, so it was the second trip that year we went to Vegas. So the first trip we did in March. We only did for a few days. But the second time we went back, we came back and we were looking for stuff to do, and we found that Blink-182 was playing at the T-Mobile Arena that week we were there for 4th of July week. And I immediately bought tickets, went and watched that show live. Dude, I'm going to be honest. What an experience to have to see Blink-182 play. That was my fucking like teenage years and childhood. And they were still fucking great. And the guys that opened up for them were great too. It was a great show. I only paid, I think it was like $110 for the tickets. So it was a fun time, dude. It's one of those moments where it was like me and my wife's first vacation in the past like 10 years. So, like, enjoy life a little bit. Oh, Devil May Cry, dude. I played a little bit of the Devil May Cry at my buddy's house when I was younger. Fun game. And the characters in that was great, too. Hiro Tanto who? Alright, Five Nights at Freddy guy. You're gonna have to translate that for me because that's a language I don't know, my friend. That's the sad thing about like games nowadays, right? I feel like we don't get the quality of games we used to. When I was young, you would go out, you buy a game, that was the game you had, right? You spent $60, you went home, you had a full, flushed out game to play. And you had so much fun doing it. Now, everything's digital. And every time a game comes out, it's like, we got it. Oh, don't worry. We'll patch it in the first update. Don't worry. We'll fix those things in the first update. Dude, that's what the beta is for. That's what the alpha testing is for. Why the hell am I paying $60 for a game? And it's still technically in beta format. When Halo 3 came out, stood in line, got the game, went home, threw that bad boy in my Xbox, and played that motherfucker all night long. Ooh, Stellar Blade? I'm gonna have to try it. God, my stomach is fucked up. I have to pop another one of these roids to deal with the stomach indigestion. Halo 3 was an experience. I really couldn't tell, like my son, but he's 9, he plays Fortnite and shit like that. And Fortnite has like, Halo skins now. And he'll talk about it and I'm like, but you missed an experience. You missed a time that was great to get on games and just have a fucking blast, especially with your buddies. I remember me and my friends would get together in the summers, spend the night at my buddy's house, play Halo 3 all together, get like a couple TVs smashed together, get our Xboxes all connected, get on live, play across the internet, and just play multiplayer and talk so much shit. Fucking great. And that was the wild thing with like playing Halo 3 or playing Modern Warfare. You would get in those lobbies and people would talk the most fucking heinous shit to you. All for the purpose of trying to beat you in game. That's all it was. Nothing more than that, just to say the most bullshit, in your face nonsense to get you to like be off your game or to get you to tilt. You still mad you can't crack 90s? That's Freddy Fazbear? I don't know, man. I'm sure that'll come. You got it. I used to talk a fair amount of shit when I played Halo. But my form of shit talk was to just throw people off the most fucking ridiculous shit that was at me. So, you know, it was always like some kid would get on there and be like, oh, lol, you're gay. Oh, be like, yeah, and your dad likes it. Wait, what? Yeah, you didn't know? Me and your dad? Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. Be like, shut up, dude. Oh no, you started it. Now we're gonna play this game. Let's play this fucking game. God, I love doing that, dude. I loved taking that the low hanging fruit insults that kids would throw at you and just fucking turn it on them real quick. Like, whoa, what do you mean? Dude, what do you mean? Oh, you weren't prepared. That's all it is. Ooh, that's a game I want to play on PlayStation. I've seen a lot of the gameplay for that. That looks fun. Ghost of Tsushima? Absolutely. Absolutely. God, you know what sucks right now? Is I'm going to get home probably about 4 4:15, 4:30 in the morning. And I'm going to miss my son's first swim meet with his new swim team because it's 8 o'clock in the morning and I'm going to be dead tired. Dude, you know what the funny part is? Is that I got back into video games because my son convinced me to start streaming because he wanted to see his dad. Because, and like, if you haven't heard, in one capacity or another, I work in another state, right? And right now, this is why I drive so long. It's because I got to go work up here, right? During the fall, the spring, and the summer, I'm up at a camper 5 days a week. So the last 2 years of doing this, my son hasn't really gotten to spend time with me. So he's been watching the YouTubers and the Twitch streamers that, you know, have gotten famous. And he's like, Dad, I want you to do that so you can, you know, you can stay home and become famous and stay at home. And I'm like, well, but I don't think I'll ever become famous. So just pump the brakes on that. But I can definitely stream and play video games, and you can watch me while I do all that. So I started doing that, and ever since I started doing that, I got back into games really well. So, oh, dude, coffee is like the biggest thing. Team Fortress 2, dude, fucking phenomenal game. Love that game. One of the best games to fucking play. Coffee is my best friend, but I can't drink a ton of coffee because my blood pressure is fucked. So I have to basically, I do this streaming on my way home is to chat with people, right? Because having a conversation keeps you mentally focused on the conversation and your surroundings. Whereas if it was just quiet and I was listening to something, I could doze off and fucking crash. Rest in peace, big guy. But yeah, that's the reason why I got into doing streaming and playing video games again. Is because my son wants to watch me play video games and stream. So he went over and had a sleepover at his best friend's house, and they went and watched my my YouTube videos, right? So that's the reason why I do this. It's to basically, you know, let him be able to see his dad, right? And it's always funny because I'll sit there and me and my wife will make jokes about, oh, we're practicing for divorce. It sounds fucking dark, but I mean, it's our kind of sense of humor to get through things. So, but yeah, but ever since I started streaming, like, I've gotten really back into like games a lot, and I'm just really happy to do that. Because when I was younger, I didn't really have the money to buy video games. Now, you know, being a grown-ass adult with, you know, disposable income, I'm like, ooh, this game looks fun. Let me get that. Ooh, this game looks fun. Let me get that. Oh, I'm going to stream this game. I want to try that. So, I enjoy doing this, right? Now, granted, I'm not streaming games now, but I'm streaming and chatting with people from different parts of the globe every day that I do this, right? I've had people from Brazil, India, England, Bulgaria, Russia, you know, Argentina. Like, it's really cool to meet people on here and just chat. Oh, and Canada, boy, here. So it's really, really cool to get on here and chat with different people, just about whatever. I think this is like one of the great benefits of this kind of whole deal in this world we live in right now. Your ability to connect with people is so much easier than it used to be. And just learning and understanding different people is really awesome to do this. That's why I like doing this. That's why I like chatting with people while I'm driving home. I didn't realize I've been sitting here shooting the shit for over an hour. Fucking wild. Well, what is everybody's weekend plans now? Obviously, it's Saturday morning, right? And if you're up this this early in the morning, watch me, because you probably got shit to do today, or you're just getting off work. So, what's your plans this weekend? Now, see, I can't do a poll. Shoot, I'm not far. I'm in past the toll. I'm coming up to Smyrna right now. I'm getting there. Sleep, yes. Sleep. Home and work. Homework. Ah, dude. Don't get me started on homework. So on top of my job, I'm also going back to school to study biology and chemistry. So, because, I want to have a degree related more to my field of work. So now I'm forcing myself to go back to school part-time so I can get a bachelor's degree in biology and chemistry while working full-time and streaming. So Sunday's your only day off, dude. I feel you on that. That sucks. I remember when I was in my late 20s, I worked 3 jobs at the time because me and my wife were flat broke and I had lost everything in a business venture. And I had to move back in with my parents, I think when I was like 26. And I worked 3 jobs. I worked for a landscaping and hardscaping company. I drove a cab and I delivered pizzas. It was fucking brutal. You're just gonna eat the paper in front of your teacher? You don't care anymore. I'd tell you this, man. The homework to get through school, get through your homework. To be honest with you, most of the stuff you learn in school, you're gonna end up forgetting. The important things is make sure you can read, make sure you can do basic math. You have the ability to pay attention to the details, and eventually you're going to get a good job. It's just how it works. Be honest with you, going to college, I find, is vastly overrated. What are you going to do on your Sunday off, by the way, Edgar? What are you going to do on your day just to chill? You've got to find that hobby, right? I'm going to try to go kayak fishing when the weather changes and gets warmer again. I didn't get to go kayak fishing this year, which is sad because where I live at there's basically a river and a channel that goes out to the bay, not far from where I live. And I've done kayak fishing down that channel, and that area mostly is freshwater until it gets to the point of the bay where it transfers over the saltwater. But I've caught some monster fucking catfish out there. Like, when I say monsters, I'm talking about 10 to 12 pound catfish. Some fat bugs. And it's fun to catch them on a kayak. Yeah, it might be. It's pretty late. It's 3:20 in the morning. He may be getting ready to go fall asleep. And I don't blame him. I don't blame him. How far do I got to go? 1 second. My screen's going to pause. Just give me a second. I'm going to check my less than an hour. Less than an hour. Oh, this stream's been pretty fun. Oh, somebody took their like away? No! Oh, Oh, they brought it back. Okay. Thank you. Oh, man. Cannot believe I've been chatting for like an hour and 20 or an hour and 13 minutes, dude. What a fucking time. You guys are legends. Legends. Love it. Oh, dude. I'm going to go to sleep when I get home. And then I'm going to get up, have myself a cup of coffee, get some shit done around the house. And I think I'm going to try to play some games if I can. I'm still upset that I'm going to miss my son's swim meet, but I'm sure my wife will get a pretty good video. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate the compliment. I want to bring positive vibes to everybody here. Just want to chat. Just want to talk to people. Meet new people. You know, I've traveled a fair amount in my life, but I don't get to travel right now, and I want to meet new people. I get to meet people around the world and just talk about the things that interest us. Dude, why are you on my ass? Seriously. There you go, pass me. Don't ride my ass, dude. Goodbye. Bring positive vibes while we sit here and chat about whatever we feel like chatting about. Awesome, man. Thanks. I appreciate that. Well, hopefully I'll be streaming this weekend, but we'll see. I got to finish schoolwork tomorrow, so I think while my wife and son and my in-laws are at the swim meet, I'll probably be doing schoolwork. But I'm going to try to stream probably Sunday or Saturday if I can. See if I can get the Hello Neighbor mod downloaded on my computer. I got some Skittles here. My sweet tooth is calling me right now. Solid. Five Nights at Freddy guy, thanks for sticking around, dude. Chatting me up, keeping me awake while I'm driving home. It really impacts my life right now because I need to stay awake while I'm trying to get home to my family. How much time I got left? About 40 minutes, I think. I'm getting close to almost home. Oh boy. Chit-chatting in the other chats on Instagram. man, I am ready and willing to go to bed here soon. Yep, it's going to be about 4:15 when I get home. It's going to be a rough one. Well, I think Five Nights at Freddy Guy, I think I'm going to call it an end of the stream. I'm not too far from home. Probably going to sit here and listen to a podcast, kind of mentally unwind so I can get home and climb right in the bed and go to sleep. So, thank you all for watching. Thanks for sticking around and chatting me up there, Five Nights at Freddy Guy, Edgar, all the other people that hopped in. Thanks for sticking around. Keep me awake as I get home to my family safe. I want to thank you guys very much. It's much love to you. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Don't get in too much trouble. Don't eat the yellow snow. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Keep camping. Peace.